Hey, my name is Caleb McNaughton, and I'm a church planner in Boston, Massachusetts, and I pastor a church called The Link, and it's a privilege to be able to talk to you guys today. My wife and I love what we get to do. In fact, she is still a full-time student while I pastor the church. We lead the church together. And today I want to share something with you out of the book of Psalms. Before we get there, where we live in our apartment in the city, we have what we call piggyback parking. And one day my wife was heading out to take her finals, and it was about 3 degrees outside, which is like ridiculously bitterly cold. And she was going outside, and her car wouldn't start, or my car wouldn't start. And in piggyback parking, the cars are back to back, and so there's no way out. There's cars on the side of us that aren't ours, and then the car that isn't running is behind the car that is running. And so I was trying to get the car out, it wouldn't start, so eventually I just had to literally try to push the car out of the way. But since it was so cold, I really was trying extremely hard, but I ran downstairs in a panic. The reason why is because she was going to take her finals, and I wanted to be the good husband, the hero of the day. And so I tried to start to push out the car, but it was icy and wet, and it was impossible to move. And so the next thing I knew, I was putting my feet on the bumper of the car that was running, and my hands on the hood of the car that was running, and I was pushing as hard as I can. I probably looked ridiculous, like a little bitty spring in between these two cars, trying to just simply push the car back. I was trying to do it in my own strength. And if you ever met me before, or you haven't met me before, I weigh about 175 pounds, and I'm not very strong. But I was giving it everything that I could. And I think that in that moment, I was so scared, I was so chaotic, I was so overwhelmed, because I just wanted to be the hero in that minute, in that time. And in fact, I think sometimes we can get caught up in the hustle and bustle of our lives. We can get caught up and overwhelmed and fearful of the things that are happening in our lives. And the reality is that, man, we have to sometimes slow down and press the brakes a little bit in order for God to be able to do something in our lives. In fact, in Psalms 46:10, it says this. It says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in all the earth." You know what's incredible is that sometimes when we feel like life is spinning out of control, we need to be still. And we need to remember that God is still in control. And no matter what happens in your life today, He's going to be exalted all over the earth. And at the end of the day, and at the end of the earth, God is the one that will be praised. Not your accomplishments that you're trying to get through right now in this moment, not the achievements that you try to have in school or the good grades. Even those are really important things. Man, the most important thing is that God is worshiped and that He's known. And so today, be still, slow down, and know that He is God.